Stop what you're doing and get in here. You have got to take a look at this hairline. I mean, it's pretty darn incredible. My hair has never looked this good. And did I mention, this is a wig. Yeah, this is a wig. You seen a hairline this good? Yeah, me neither. And I wear wigs every single day. This is Zoe from Eurostylewigs. She is 20 inches of glorious Remy human hair. Actually, she's European virgin human hair until the colorists at Eurostylewigs work their magic. But I'll tell you what, I have yet to see a lace hairline this incredible. Now, I've blended my own hair with her and I pulled her back so you could see what I'm talking about. But if I didn't tell you, would you have any clue this is not my hair? There's no glue. This is not going anywhere. If you want to learn all about Zoe, stay with me and I'm going to let you in on all the secrets. Be right back. Hi, and welcome back to Spare Hair Love Affair. My name is Veronica. I am pleased to bring you a review today on Zoe from Eurostylewigs. I myself am a daily wig wearer, so I actually put this wig through the ringer, put it through all my daily tests. I've worn her, I have washed her, I have styled her, I have cut her, I have yanked on her. I have checked to see if the lace is going to fray. I have tried to evaluate how much shedding it does, how much does it tangle. Wig wearing for me is all about convenience. I want to be able to throw it on, I want to be able to go. I don't want to do a whole lot of camouflage or have to do a whole lot of adjustments and alterations. The cap style lends itself to actually being one that I can use to blend my own bio hair quite well, since it doesn't have true ear tabs, but it does have combs up for securing purposes. And so that is something that is absolutely tremendous. Let's take a quick detour and take a minute to see how Zoe comes packaged. She comes in this great box, which was completely sturdy and undamaged after coming a really long way to me. She comes in a satin bag, and there are some goodies in here. You've got wig tape. You actually have some complimentary eyebrow tattoos if that is something that you're interested in. Everything you need is going to be in this box. But the big ticket is, of course, Zoe herself. She is a beautiful wig. Actually, on my Instagram, I did a full unboxing. So right now, I actually have cut the lace on this wig. But she is a beautiful 13x6 wig, which gives you just phenomenal parting space. I'm filming in natural light, like I always do. I really want to give you a great look at how fantastic these knots are. They're virtually undetectable. This is my hand. I have pretty fair skin, and you just can't see them. So you've got a great deal of parting space to work with. This cap construction does not have actual ear tabs, but what it does have are combs that allow you, if you have biological hair, to affix this, slide it in right underneath a wig cap. If you do not have biological hair, you can still achieve a completely glueless fit with the strap that is also removable if you don't want to use it. I was able to get a completely glueless, wonderful fit just by using the combs themselves and the strap. I absolutely find this cap style to be extremely comfortable. But let's take a look at her details. We have Swiss lace, which is a little more resilient than your HD lace. It blends in wonderfully with fairer skin tones. You actually have closed wefting in the back. Those combs are, again, positioned right above where the ears should be. You have those on both sides, and then you have a third right above the nape for additional security. You can always remove those if those are something that are not comfortable for you. And then the adjustable strap, which really does pull and provide tension across the front of your wig, which is going to give you a beautiful flat silhouette in the front of your face. This can also be removed if that's something that just isn't working for you. But there is a little bit of stretch to this cap. This can be ordered in an actual standard size 1, which is about a 21.5-inch circumference, but it can be customized as well, which will take some additional time in terms of production. But the coloring on this is absolutely impeccable. What I love about this is it matches my rooting so perfectly of my scraggly bio hair. And that's something that's very important to me with this type of cap style, because I love to be able to seamlessly blend my bio hair with my wig for an absolutely undetectable hairline. A couple things I want to talk to you about are the quality of hair on this piece. This is number one, Remy hair, which means that it is completely cuticle aligned. Secondly, it is virgin human hair, meaning prior to reaching Eurostylewigs, it has not been chemically processed in any way. It hasn't been permed, it hasn't been colored. Obviously, it is altered by the professional colorists at Eurostylewigs once they receive it. However, prior to that, it is not hair that has been heavily processed, which is great. One other thing that I will make note of is that the coloring on this, besides being just incredible and incredibly multi-dimensional, as someone who typically wears multi-dimensional blonde human hair wigs that tend to start out as darker hair, I am incredibly surprised that there are not stray dark hairs in this wig. I almost always find that with my human hair wigs. There are stray hairs here or there that are darker. There aren't any. So I don't know if this began as a much lighter piece or the colorists are simply that precise, but this is so evenly colored, and there are no dark pieces in it at all. There are no spots. There are no uneven distributions. I am filming with both a ring light and natural light so that you're able to get a good idea of what the color is. And I do think it's important to mention that there was one other reviewer that I was able to locate who had done a review on Zoe previously. And in that review, two things stuck out to me. Number one, the roots on that piece in particular on Zoe appear to be much darker than the roots on my Zoe. Additionally, the knots appear to be more visible. I don't know if Eurostylewigs has actually changed how they manufacture this piece, because my knots are completely undetectable. I do not have anything that I am able to see at all. They are extremely well done. Let me kind of zoom in and give you a poke at this hairline. The density on this wig is 130%. I would say that it is a very natural density. It is not a thick 130%. I have many other human hair wigs which are listed at 120, 130% that are much thicker than this. From a perspective, if I were to do a ponytail, this is what we're looking at. It's not a huge diameter with my fingers. I think this is something that would be easy to do an updo. My one criticism that I do have on this wig is that I do feel that it is slightly sparse at the very, very top with the top weft. I feel there's a little bit of visibility. I have styled it as such after washing it that there's no problem. However, that is the one very, very slight caveat that I found with this particular piece. It may not be consistent among all of the pieces, but it was just one thing I noticed with this piece. Other than that, I really, like I said, had no complaint and no criticism with this piece at all. Even all the wefts on the back are sewn completely evenly. The comfort on this cap is unparalleled. And I mentioned that I did wash this wig. I did, and she dried straight. She is extremely soft in texture, very silky. And when she was washed, she did not tangle, and she maintained kind of a silky feeling to her. In terms of holding a curl, she does not hold a curl as tightly as some of the other human hair wigs that I have. And I almost feel that is because the texture of the hair is more silky and less porous or less processed than some of the other human hair that I have. There's another manufacturer, another wig retailer that I work with, a lady who makes her own wigs, and she uses very high quality hair. It's the same type of instance where the hair doesn't hold a curl quite the same way, It does hold a curl, but they tend to fall into looser waves. Those waves last a very long time, but it's because the hair overall feels healthier and it has more of a silky texture. That's just something to note. It's neither good nor bad. It's just something to note. And finally, from a shedding perspective, I'm not experiencing shedding with this wig nearly at all. When I washed it, I experienced very, very little, significantly less than with most of my human hair wigs. And as I have been wearing it, I'm experiencing very little shedding. The only place I'm experiencing any tangling at all is right at the nape of my neck, which is something I would expect for a wig this long. Again, it is less tangling than I typically experience of my other human hair wigs of this length. I am anticipating, again, that may have something to do with the quality of the hair or the texture of the hair. It detangles so incredibly easily, just with a swipe of the fingers. So those are kind of the main things. One other thing that I do want to mention is that I did not take this wig to a stylist to be trimmed. However, I did take scissors myself and add a few face framing pieces just right here. When this wig arrived to me, it was all one length. So I do want to let you know I did this myself. Other than that, nothing else has been done to it. Finally, I was given a discount code from Eurostylewigs, which is Veronica, and I'll pop that here at the bottom of the screen. If you do have interest in ordering from the Eurostylewigs website and you use the code Veronica, I do believe that that will save you 10% on your order. But more than anything, I just want you to remember, you don't owe anyone an explanation for why you choose to feel confident. So wear that wig and wear it proudly. And I'll see you next time on Spare Hair Love Affair. Bye.